Hey Rage Nation, Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News, and we have got something extra special and huge for you this summer. Summer Showdown coming your way August 6th with a 2-day event, Roll in the Cage on that Friday, August 6th, followed by Rage in the Cage on August 7th. And Rage in the Cage card will feature Matthew Farrow back for another fight. And I tell you, I have to get excited about this, obviously, because you know you and I are from the same hometown.
Yes.
And so even though I don't favor any fighters and that sort of thing, it's extra special when you get to see a lot of your own friends and family in the audience supporting someone. So it's a great night for you,
Yeah.
but it's also a great night for me and my family because we get to hang out with so many people that we know, and you know they get to see what I do for a living and kind of getting see a glimpse into my world, because Rage in the Cage is something I work on almost every day. So you guys keep me busy.
Absolutely.
So, well, I'm so excited to have you back. You have really, you've had the one fight, but I mean, you came out and you showed out, had a great win that night. How did that feel for you?
Felt good. You know, I had got that win and jumped into another fight. I ended up calling that one off. It was a bad fight week for me. I had lost my grandma, and you know, I just needed some space, and went ahead and made that decision to call that fight off. But I'm back and ready to go.
Well, good, and I'm glad you did that, because I have seen fighters go ahead and take the fight after a devastating loss like that, and it's really hard on them. I've seen, and I won't mention names, but like a pro fighter here in Oklahoma took a fight after losing his father, and you know, for the first time I think in his career didn't make weight. You know, it was just a hard weekend for him. So I'm really glad that you took that time off, and I'm really sorry that your family had to go through that, because I know it's so difficult. But you're back and you're training again. Now, you have to remind me, so back when you were in high school, Cashin didn't have a wrestling program.
No, they did not.
So you did not have that same background that some of these fighters do in wrestling when you started in the gym at Solid MMA.
That's right.
So you really had to work your way through all of that ground game and work your way up to the
Yes.
success that we see in you now. And
very
so that
humbling.
just says a lot about you and how much work you've put in.
Yes. Yeah, just getting on the ground with a lot of those guys. We got some good fighters in there, and I've learned a lot.
So you train a lot with Tegan and Stephanie, and you've got, oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought.
Parker, he was in here
Yes,
earlier.
Parker Avendano is there. So many great fighters over there at Solid MMA. So you've got a great base, and you guys train pretty much every day of the week, don't you?
Yeah, 7 days a week, baby.
Yeah. Well, and you're busy. You work the family business, is that correct?
Yeah, OCS.
Yeah. So you're pretty busy every day, and you just go to work straight to UConn, I guess?
Yeah, shower up and go to class.
Yeah. So how is it managing, you know, your life? And then, you know, as everybody knows, when you live out in Cashin or anywhere outside of Oklahoma City, anywhere you go is a drive. So you're spending a lot of time on the road just to even get to practice every day.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy. You know, you gotta love it. You know, it's part of the grind.
So you had a lot of fans at the last event. What did that mean to you to see your town come out and support you like that?
It meant a lot. You know, before the fight even started, you know, just having all them out there and, you know, shouting for me, it really got me going, and you know, I was very appreciative of all the support, and I'm continuing to be appreciative of that support.
All right. And I know last time, I mean, we had Cashin people that were asking me for tickets, and we were sold out really, really quickly, the event that you fought. I mean, you couldn't even get tickets for people, so a lot were having to watch for Fight TV. This time around, did you get plenty of tickets checked out?
I got a few tickets, yes. We haven't sold out yet, but there's plenty here if you want one.
All right. Well, I was wondering, because I wasn't over there for ticket checkout. So I remember there's some nights when we were checking out tickets that fighters aren't fighting over tickets, but it's, you know, it's like everybody wants so many tickets, and sometimes there's not enough to go around. So it really helped that we're now back to being able to have events at full capacity. because back, I think on your last fight, I think we were reduced a little bit in our capacity,
Yeah.
not able to sell all the tickets, that we would sell at a normal event. And so I think that's what led to us selling out even quicker than normal. So it feels fun to be back and have normal life. Of course, you and I know in Cashin, life was never affected by the pandemic. We went on as normal. Our kids went to school as normal, and you almost didn't know anything was going on in the world unless you traveled into Oklahoma City. So
Everybody masked up. It's craziness.
yeah, we think that because we know that we were able to, get through life as normal, and it sure was nice to be able to come home at night or go to Cashin events and just see people smiling. I mean, you don't realize how much you miss a smile until you don't see people's smiles anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel really blessed to be part of the community that we're in. So, and so many other communities in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is such an amazing place to live. We're so lucky here, and we're so lucky to have a governor that fought for us. And man, I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of you as well for fighting for Rage in the Cage and all your fans. So what are you looking forward to most in this fight?
In this fight, he's coming off of 2 losses. He's looking to get in there and get that win, and I'm preparing for that, and just continue to climb the ladder and advance in my game and sharpen my skills, my strengths. Hopefully get a title shot one day.
All right, so I probably asked you this last time, so you're gonna have to forgive me in case people didn't watch it. What are your long-term goals in this?
Well, I think it would be really cool to fight one of the best, in the world. Everybody wants to go to the UFC, and that is the end goal. But I'd be happy with just stepping in the ring with one of the best and saying I did it.
Nice. And people don't realize how hard it is to step in the cage. It's funny because every once in a while you get somebody in the audience that either wants to fight amongst people in the audience, or they're yelling out things to the fighters like, well, you should have done, or, trying to, and one of the last events, there was 2 people trying to argue and fight. I think we were in Lawton, and I'm sitting at the table and I hear it going on behind me, and I stand up and I say, I expect both of you to sign up for the next Rage in the Cage. Go get some gym time, find a gym, and then we'll sign you up, and then you can do this for real. But for now, you're going to get kicked out, because, they're big and bad until they get in the cage. So, well, any advice you have for anybody out there that does want to try it for the first time?
Yeah, I'd just say, make sure you're prepared and confident in yourself to get out there and throw hands, because it's not a game. You're in there to win, and you guys are fighting each other. It's something to prepare yourself for.
Well, great words. I appreciate you. Any last words or shout outs, any sponsors you want to mention before we wrap it up?
Yeah, shout out to Oklahoma Construction Solutions, all my family and my friends, Solid MMA, Cobra BJJ, and all my supporters. Thank you.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for watching these pre-fight interviews, supporting Rage in the Cage, and supporting all of these fighters. And of course, as you guys know, your tickets purchased with the fighters in mind and buying them directly from the fighters or choosing their name on stubware.com, a portion of that ticket proceed goes to them. So be sure and get your tickets from one of the fighters, or of course stubware.com, and select their names. We will see you guys August 6th for Roll in the Cage, August 7th for Rage in the Cage, or the combo of both. There are discount tickets if you purchase both for the Summer Showdown. We will see you guys all where we're going to rage it up.